Lucky for us as providers, these dudes in the 80s also came up with a strategy to help eliminate undesirable attention-seeking behavior. The strategy is called planned ignoring, and it's pretty simple. When a learner engages in disruptive behavior, let's use crying as an example, the instructor simply ignores the behavior. When their crying behavior has been ignored by others long enough, they should stop crying altogether, right? This strategy has become increasingly popular, and just for the low price of only $2, you too can own the sign. When others take notice of the screaming, crying, or tantrum behavior that your learner has been engaging in for the last 35 minutes, they won't be alarmed by it. And more importantly, they won't provide any attention in the form of tissues, a hug, a glass of water, or even eye contact. Unfortunately, the manner in which most autism service providers are taught to use planned ignoring is cold at best and neglectful at worst. I worked with an 11-year-old boy who had developmentally appropriate language abilities. At the beginning of the school year, he was frequently reprimanded for making sexual jokes. Staff were continuing to ignore his inappropriate jokes, and in response, he'd just say them louder, and this time, in closer proximity. His problem is he doesn't know his audience, so I give him a list of potential audience members, teachers, therapists, classmates. Next, I make a joke and ask him to point to who on the list might laugh. Here's how that went. I closed my penis in the car door. Who would laugh if you said that? The student points to the names of his therapists. No. Adults at school are not allowed to talk about or laugh at private body parts in a joking way. Let's try again. We talk through the rules for his comedic attempts, ranging from mild sexual humor to universal knock-knock jokes, and fill in the social contingencies that he seemed to be missing. We narrow down a few close friends who might have a positive response to his recycled YouTube humor. He got the reward he wanted when a friend laughed at the joke during a break time conversation. If he says, "Hey, Miss Kaylin, didn't you hear my joke? Why aren't you answering?" I can remind him of the rule I already taught him. Remember, adults at school are not allowed to talk about or laugh at private body parts in a joking way. I can ignore an inappropriate joke while still answering the question, "Did you hear my joke?"